What's up, America? This is Kim and Neil with Geauga Firearms Academy. Thanks for watching. Today, we're going to talk about possession does not equal competency. So what does that mean? You go and you buy your first gun, and now you're safe. It's going to keep all the evils away. It's like garlic and vampires.
And if you do buy your first gun and that's your philosophy, please buy this exact gun.
It's for Halloween.
No, this is the gun for you. This is an inert plastic gun. That would be the best for you. If you purchased a real gun that you're going to carry and you think that makes you safer just by having that, not only are you wrong, it actually will make it much more unsafe.
Yes. Well, number one, you're going to want to engage when maybe you wouldn't have engaged. Number two, you got to think about people around you. You want to be safe, and can you safely hit the target, which would be the threat at the time, without endangering others around you? That's really important. We always say every bullet that leaves the barrel of that pistol, you are responsible for.
Kim put that very nicely, so I will be more honest with you. That is insane to take a live gun into a public setting and think that you're going to be competent, you're going to be able to defend yourself or others if you have not had any formal training. I mean, it's negligent. I mean, that is, I know that there's a lot, like here in Ohio, you don't have to take any training anymore, and you can just go buy a gun and carry it, and everybody thinks that's a big win, but at the end of the day, that is the most ignorant thing and negligent thing that you can do. It's a tool that could potentially end someone's life, if not your own. And carrying that around without training is negligible. Just like driving a car with no experience whatsoever, just like operating a chainsaw with no experience, those things can get you killed or seriously hurt. So I'm a little bit more, and being in law enforcement, maybe I'm a little more, it affects me more because I see people doing really stupid things and getting other people, innocent people, harmed really badly. So it's more, I guess, prevalent to me. Training is the key to being able to carry a firearm and to be able to protect yourself and your family.
I do a lot of new shooter lessons. It's one of the things I've been doing a lot, especially since 2020 hit. There's a lot of people who are on the fence about owning a gun. I can't tell you how many people who show up and go, I never thought I would ever want to own a gun, but with the way things are going, it's changed my mind. So I'm getting a lot of people, they're brand new, they haven't, handled guns or anything before, and they're like, I want to carry. And I always tell them, it's like you never drove a car and you're like, make me a NASCAR driver in one day. It's a lot of training, and it's a commitment to be able to carry a gun safely, for your own protection, for those around you, for your family, right?
I'll even go a step further, once again, from the negative side of things. If you take an Ohio class, which is 8 hours, it's their state standard, that's 6 hours in the classroom and 2 hours on the range, should you carry a gun after that? That's your exposure to firearms.
Personally,
No, you should absolutely not. That's ridiculous. You're not going to carry a firearm because you have 2 hours of range time shooting a paper target. Mm-hmm. From a person all the way up to a level of a SWAT operator where we're in armored vehicles, kicking down doors of very bad people, in a highly skilled team, to starting the academy, all the way through that and being a professional instructor, I'm telling you that is ludicrous. You need actual training. By the way, I have to get this gun out of a holster. Mm-hmm. By the way, I have to put it in a holster. By the way, I have to carry it on my person safely with a real life environment where you have children, mm-hmm, and people and objects and seatbelts and things that can come into contact with triggers and areas of a gun that would be unsafe. And we need to understand properly, and not just like in theory, but actually go over it and rep this thing out. What's the one thing we always talk about what people should do when they take a course, as far as what they should do when they go home?
Go home and practice it. Because you can sit there, we do classes and people are like, this is great information. We're like, well, if you don't go and practice it and put it into play, all that was for nothing. Like, you need to go home and actually use it.
Absolutely. There's no course you can take. You can tell me our 3-day defensive pistol course, which ends all the way in the third day, which is a half-day, half-night class, and you learn low-light shooting and so forth. Those are skill sets so that you can take them home and pound on your craft. Like, you're not going to be John Wick because you took a 3, 4, 10-day course. you're not going to be adequately trained in that amount. It's impossible because it's all about reps. There's very few days that I go through where I don't dry fire some number of rounds because that's how we're going to get better. Drawing from a holster, doing the things that I would normally do under stress, but having the opportunity to do it where if I mess it up, I'm not going to die, or potentially take someone else's life because I didn't do what I needed to do.
What's the takeaway? Don't just go out and buy a gun and think it's like some magical orb that's going to keep evil and bad things away. You need to go out and you need to get training and you need to practice. Because if this is what you want to do, you do want to carry, or you even want to just have a gun for self-defense, you should be training and practicing, because if you didn't need to use it, you want to be at your best.
If you have a gun in your home, get training. I don't care whether you carry it or not. It's in your home. It's a tool. You may need to use it one day to defend yourself, and you should know what it is that you're going to have to do with that gun. I mean, I can't be any more clear on that. If you had a chainsaw at your house and you were going to use it one day, understand how to use it. Otherwise, you're just going to end up hurting yourself or someone else.
We hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, give us a thumbs up.
As you guys have noticed, Kim is here for moral support, and I'm here to tell you what you did wrong.
We always have a good cop, bad cop thing going on in class.
I'm the good cop, obviously.
If you guys enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, a like, a share, a comment. We always love to hear from you guys. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe here on YouTube. Click the bell so you get notified every time we put a video out. And we are on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we put all of our premium content on Patreon. Until next time, remember, it's always better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.